Live mad, die mad. That's the way it goes. What are you gonna do? Oh, look, the stream's working now that we got all the lurkers off. Isn't that fucking funny? The auto ad at the beginning of the stream plays 30 seconds, 45 seconds, whatever it is. But since I just rolled the ads, we don't have to play them for another hour, which is nice. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. So we see it in action. This is funny. This is funny. So if you missed the last part of the stream, you can go watch the replay now that it's up, since we had to disconnect. We didn't get disconnected, but we had some fuckery on the stream. And how do we know the difference? Well, because sometimes the internet cuts out. Sometimes the bitrate drops. Sometimes there's too many people in too many places, right? But sometimes there's just people who want to flex their own energy and their own magic and their own power at me for whatever reason, just because I'm doing what I'm doing. They want to do that, you know? And I understand that some people feel like my energy was probably challenging to be around when I was young, because I didn't get it. I was like trying to understand it and cope with it, but I didn't really truly fully get it. You know what I mean? And I definitely didn't see myself as some kind of exceptional vessel or being either. So I get that sometimes I would show up when people are doing their thing, like I'm doing my thing, and probably have a similar effect. But it was unintentional, you know? And I think that some of these people are too old to be acting like this. You know, I was like 19, 20 years old. Is a lot different than being 35, 45, 55. I mean, how the fuck old are y'all? You know? I don't know. 222 when I said that, though. So, but if this is like some 18-year-old internet trolls, sure. But there's, like I said, this stuff is happening in my real life. And it's like, oh, the stuff you do. Well, what do you want? What do you want me to do? Because let me tell you, I got bullied way before I did any of the things I am currently doing today. So what exactly do you think it is that I'm doing that's making people bully me? Besides just being myself. How do you explain me being trolled and bullied the entire time I've been alive? And was I a little bit grumpier as a child? Yes. Did I have a no handle on my PMDD for a long time? Also, yes. So did I deserve some of that meanness that sparked that bite back? Because I used to be more defensive? Yeah, I get that. Now, I don't even try to be running my mouth. I know sometimes it comes out, but it's because I'm channeling for people, right? Like, people need to resolve their issues. They need to hear both sides of the story. They need to be told what they're told. And some people come on here just to beef with me energetically on that level. It's very strange. Tree. Because it's just not something I would really do intentionally, you know? So it's kind of weird. But maybe some people are just flexing their powers in the same way I do on this end, right? Where they just want to be like, I bet I could fuck up her stream. Cool, you can. I am telling you about how much I've been doing the past couple days where I don't have the energy to fight with you or argue with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really truly give a fuck. So anyways, picking back up where we left off before the glitch bullshit. Okay. So I stayed up all fucking morning. I slept for a few hours. I packed. I left for an airport, right? And I am like a recovering spirit flyer, okay? And where I'm from, there's like two sides of the airport. And it's culture shock. And let me tell you, man, I didn't even know there was a fucking train in the airport, okay? Like, I didn't even know they had one. Because the other side is so, like, small, you know? So funny. And so I was running late. I was tired. I was up. I had an exhausting night. I had the next day. Da da da. And I just. Sorry, I was thinking about a lot of things going on. I was trying to like pick up the story where we left off, but it feels almost pointless and everybody left because if they don't have their way, they want the trolling, they want the da 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 da. I don't know what happened. Just went from 7 to 1, and I don't know who you are, and I don't know where my chatters went. They probably got sick of the bullshit, you know, which is ironic because as we were talking about bullshit and confetti, who threw bullshit, who threw confetti, and ain't nobody want to clean it up. Okay, fine. Fucking whatever. So maybe, you know what? It's like, I'm always called to stream and I'm called to say things and I'm called to speak, you know, my truth, my life, my stories, my interpretations. And yet it always ends up feeling like somebody is watching just for me to slip up. Somebody's watching for me to get angry or to say the wrong thing or to like incriminate me or something. And it's weird because it's been the energy. It's like Cancer season, going back to that. Cancer season is showing us the bullshit and the confetti and who threw what at who, you know. But it won't be until next season, Leo season, that we really see the results or see what we get, right? Okay, so there's a lot going on. And personally, these troll situations, the glitching, the bullying, I'm not joking when I tell you this is my real life just as much as it's on the internet. It's what you do attracts trolls. Honestly, fuck you. Why would you think that something I'm doing makes other people be the way that they are? When they're going to be that way no matter what I'm doing, no matter who I am. That's who they are. Are you not victim shaming in that? Even though I can step up and say, okay, some of these behaviors I can reflect on, and I had similar behaviors a long time ago, and karmically speaking, I have grown and now I see that other people need to grow. That doesn't have to really be on me, yo. Well, maybe it's the stuff you do. What does that mean? What does that mean? That I should block you? Okay, you can get it too. I ain't no thing. Ain't no thing. Like, whoa. People are wild. People are wild. And then they want to act like I'm crazy for responding to it. Like I'm crazy for being able to give people spot on tarot readings and know every detail about their life without them telling me anything, be able to talk to their dead loved ones and their ancestors and tell them stories of the Akash and esoteric knowledge. But if I start talking about myself or my life, suddenly I'm fucking crazy. When I mention there's consequences and people's weird reactions to the things that I do, suddenly it's all my fault. Why are y'all so cool with what I do and encouraging me when it benefits you and when you like it? But when I'm saying, hey, this can be a struggle sometimes, y'all recognize this is hard work. Y'all recognize how far I've come, and you don't? But if I say it, now I'm a bitch, and now I'm conceited, now I'm crazy. That's interesting, baby. That's interesting. That's interesting. Because what all I wanted to do tonight was read. I was going to tell y'all about my day. And now the crowd dissipates. Were they trolling me the whole time? Is it everybody all the time? That's the cosmic joke, right? Sometimes you connect and you get those positive affirmations around you. Someone says the right thing at the right time. You tune in and it's all this and that. So what happens when you're not feeling great and tune in and everybody's saying the wrong thing at the right time? And it feels bad. And then all of a sudden you don't trust anybody because it's reckless and I'm reckless. Okay. In all my recklessness, did anyone get hurt or did a few people get saved? In all my recklessness. Okay. Because y'all have done just as terrible things, but you refuse to admit it. And because I can come up here and be honest and write about it and say it and sing it and dance it and speak it and live it, you're mad. You want me to fall. You want me to break. Okay. guess what? I can retreat. I can go within. I like being out here. I'm extroverted. I'm friendly. I'm fun. I like life. I like to dance. I like to sing. I like to meet people. I like to talk. I like to write. I like to dream. I like to live. I like to love. I like to do all this stuff. Why must I feel so bad for doing it? Because when I was young, I didn't understand why people liked what they liked. I questioned people more than I bullied them about the things, right? I tried to do it in a genuine way. It didn't always come across that way. Okay. And it's like, I don't know, what a vibe we had going tonight, and now it's just ruined. And once again, if people are really seeking revenge on someone I was 10 years ago, that's sad. And if anybody thought I was coming back to seek revenge, that's really even more sad. So, I guess since I'm alone, I'll just read to myself. So I was at the airport today, and I realized that sometimes it's not really being in a crowd or talking to people that can be a problem. Because if it's a good crowd, it's easy. It's easy to be, liquid, as I like to say it. And, being somewhere like the airport or a funeral home or a hospital, it's tough energy. A lot of people in those places are worried, sad, depressed, rejected, defeated, hopeless, anxious. Some are excited, some are celebrating, some are on an adventure. Okay, sure. But also, it can be hard. So if I'm picking up on the energy, I don't know how to act. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. The interpreter, the intuit. What do I do? There's so many people in a room, and it's not a good vibe. Again, anxious, running late, worried, da-da-da. So I try anyway. So again, I dance and I sing. And I'm at the airport and I'm dancing and singing. People are mad at me because I act this way. And I'm sorry, but if you did what I do, you would understand that I can either stay in and be alone all the time, which annoys people because then I become more talkative, because then I don't get to be my extroverted, fun self that people actually enjoy being around. But then I don't have to act weird. I don't have to dance it out. I don't have to get out the energies or block things out or move it through my body, because that's the work of a holy man. And then you say, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with you that you can't let people dance? This is America. Whatever. So I had these little notebooks, 3 of them. It was 333 when I said that. And this one was for just writing, just thoughts, travel, nature, abundance, whatever. So it just says, little book, big teachings. Just little lines I was writing down, and then I wrote a couple pages. Because I was contemplating this today when I wrote this. Contemplating how people act like I'm childish or immature because I've stayed in touch with my inner child. Because of the way that my work works. Once again, if it's a room full of good energy, I will probably be very calm or match the energy in the room. If the energy is chaotic and negative and anxious, I can't just live in other people's anxiousness. I have to interpret that into my own. I have to sing it and feel it and dance and, keep it out, get it away, in a sense. You know what I mean? So, little book, big teachings. I was once a child, as you are, as you were, as Jesus was, or anyone. Yet I see the child I was because I knew then the person I'd become, as one does. Yet we let it be bullied away. and talked down. For what? We are the person we have always been, only an evolution of change rather than a proper disconnection. Never let them snuff you out. Wait for God to find you. Enjoy life. We are all children who grow up hurting from the things we were unable to understand. When the hurt child grows up, they tend to hurt others or children all over again. It is sort of a bad karma that comes with a lack of self-awareness or sense of self. This ends up becoming a problem over generations rather than the course of life. Yet, the huge problem typically does fall on one individual caught in this cycle. The chosen one takes the new and unforged path. They have come here to know healing and to be healed, so the dead may rest and the future exist. For this is the only way to show honor and to your bloodline and to everyone, This is the only way to show honor to your bloodline and reverence to all of time. Keep the wheel turning. Hold only the course and not the line. One can only find what is truly meant for them, good or bad. We have many, many lessons to get through and so many lives we have lived. Believe what you want, but believe. For this is the greatness we came for. Life is truly a dream. You've got to really ask yourself in the deepest ways why it can sometimes feel like a fucking nightmare. And should you stay in the shadow of doubt, I shall remain in the light of love. A good mix of holiness and humanist. Heaven's heathen. The truth of the divine happens all the time. So that's all I got in this one. This is quick. I started it today. Those were some notes from the airport. And I'm using this as my bookmark. It's one of those little cards I made when I needed Oracle a few months ago. It's every damn thing you ever wanted. I don't know. It's all smeared up. That's good. It's every damn thing you ever wanted. So anyways, some people really want me to give up, and sometimes I want to. That's what you gotta understand. I have given up many times. It just doesn't take. I'm like, not allowed. Imagine coming at someone who literally has so not wanted to be here for so much of their life. Me, I'm that person. Literally did not want to be here for half my life the past 20 years. Tried to leave a few times. Imagine coming to that person and just making them feel bad about where they're at now. Have I done that to any of you? I cannot remember. Tell me if I have. Because I'm not saying, oh, I forgot everything after my head injury. I forgot everything after my accident. No, I'm not saying that. I never said that. Y'all have tried to use that excuse on me, for sure. But that ain't my move. I'm not trying to pretend like I wasn't that person or I don't remember it. I'm just saying it's not who I am now. It's not where I'm at now. So what's the what's y'all's problem with it? I don't get it. But anyways, gonna read the book. Maybe the last time that I'll probably ever read this, right? Because I died. No, I don't know. I hope not. Maybe though. You know? That's life. You really won't know it happens until after it happens. So I've got the final pages, and it seems wasted to read them to nobody, because I like them a lot, these last few pages, yeah. And I like to read the whole thing when I add new pages. So if anybody is listening and hasn't heard it before, they get the whole story or hear it. Hi. Thank you for making me feel like I'm not alone. Sorry I'm not doing any tarot right now. You've been here before, but not much, huh? I was going to read this book that I was writing. Kind of finished. It's just a piece of a book, I'm hoping. But I've got these last few pages that I'm excited about. And something else came up. Oh, the title. The title of the stream, Double Up, Dip Down, or Duck Out. So, it's the book of love. It's the book of love. But in the consciousness way, not in a super romantic way. Like the frequency of love and how to get to that plane, you know? Sort of a follow-up to Be Here Now by Ram Dass. That was the inspiration. Was to do that. And then, yeah, so the title of the stream, Double Up, Dip Down, or Duck Out, is because right now it is quite trying times in the world, right? And a lot of people are questioning spirituality because things aren't going so well, and things are changing in the world. Things are getting more expensive, less accessible, just all kinds of really horrible things. War constantly, people starving, you know. People are questioning things. Why are we here? What are we doing? What am I meant to be doing? What is all this? Has it always been like this? Was I missing something? Am I being foolish? Should I be on the road I'm on? And it is my job to say, yeah. Maybe there's some things, you know. Okay. I have to remember not everyone stays connected, and they don't stay connected all the time, right? Yeah, dude, it's rough tonight. I don't know. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. We just were having a glitching problem. It might be somebody coming on here, but it could be your energy. You might need to kind of dial it back a little and sit and think, what could I do to be better? It's not what anybody asks you to do. It's just how to do. You know? Same. Not into it. But yeah, I'm going to read the book. So it's for us, you know. So I don't know what happened. There was a handful of people, and it feels like people are really nice to me. And I think they're being fun and flirty and kind and like me. And then they say stupid shit like, the things I do get me bullied. Instead of, bullies will be bullies. Or bullies probably need more love than you do. Or literally anything except victim shaming and victim blaming would have been okay, right? So once again, sorry if I did that to anybody in my lack of understanding. Please just come talk to me about it instead of... Jesus fuck, man. Anyway. Part of me doesn't feel like it, but I think that's the point that they want, is for me to stop, so we'll do it anyway, yeah? Be forever always. Thank you for awakening yourself and my love. Where else would you begin? You venting? Or me? Or the past few weeks? We can go back to Cancer season. We were talking. This is why I was so upset, because there was a handful of people here. And we were having a great conversation, and then somebody came in and they were being really whiny, really rude, and the stream started glitching, so I was trying to tell them, like, hey, chill out, and they wouldn't. Kept being up in arms, so I said, fine, I gotta end the stream, and while that was happening, where someone was just, somebody who's on the stream all the time, talks to me all the time, basically just says it's my fault because of what I do. Because I don't know what they were referring to, but that's what they said. And now there's no crowd. And so I'm wondering, well, there was people who were listening and chatting with me who were there before the trolling, but now they're not here anymore. And did maybe they go to sleep because the stream got disconnected, or were they also trolling me and I just didn't realize it? And the fact that people find it entertaining to do that to other people is very questionable. Very interesting, very questionable. Once again, if I have done these things to you, please, let's talk about it. So I'm pretty sure the last time I made fun of a bitch who was anything like me is because I asked 3 times for that money. You didn't give it to me, right? You just said you shouldn't have to pay it. So, yeah. Okay. And then they're like, your words will eat you. All right. Well, then let them, I guess. That's why I try to speak more goodness than negativity. Because when you get caught up with the past, it catches up, okay? So double up, dip down, or duck out. Trying times, man. Trying times. Even for us spiritual guys. Even for the gurus and the teachers, right? Let alone the men on the floor trying to fucking build up, come back from war, kind of recover, work, build society. The 3D world evades me, man. I don't do well with it. As much as y'all are like, she's weird, I could never do what she does. I really think y'all weird and I can't do what you do. It's truly who we are as people, So anyways, Leo season is the wishing well, the Lion's Gate, when we ask for things. But Cancer season is what we see everyone asked for. Whole lot of money in this motherfucker. Nah, but Cancer season is showing us what everybody wanted. So I'm feeling confident in my work. I'm feeling confident in my life. I'm feeling confident in my knowledge. I'm feeling confident in myself. That's okay. Everybody's got a job. But here's the thing. On the outside, I'm getting trolled. I'm getting bullied. I'm making less money. I'm losing out on jobs. I'm, needing to get away from so many people. So I'm like, that's weird. Internally, that's not what's going on at all. But externally, that's what's happening. Who threw the bullshit when I threw confetti? Who threw the bullshit when I threw confetti? Because me personally, I'm trying to double up. I'm trying to say, I'm all in. I'm trying to say, yep, this me. Yep, check please. Yep, write it to me. Like, this is who I am. I got this. I'm a holy man. I am the interpreter. I am the writer and the singer, and I do all these things. Yes. I'm doubling up. Some people dipping down. Here's the thing about the dip down. You want to be low vibrational. You want to continue to get way too fucking wasted. You want to continue to be addicted to something. You want to continue to mindlessly scroll social media. You want to continue to kind of, talk the shit and be on the carousel of the life you've always lived. Never changing, never growing, then so be it. But that's a dip down. You're going to go further and further down until you hit rock bottom and you realize, man, maybe I should have quit a while ago. Yeah, you probably should have. Or you duck out. Some people just need to duck out for a little bit. So, hey, pressure's on. I'm going to hide out. I'm going to go. I'm going to just sit this one out. I'm going to duck out. I'm not going up, I'm not going down, I'm just going to duck out. So when life gets like this, very challenging, very questionable, everybody's questioning who they are, they're questioning what they want, they're questioning their whole lives, they're questioning themselves, they're questioning their choices. Oh my gosh, the existentialism is even getting to me. It is my job to help people deal with existentialism, and the existentialism is getting to me. So I imagine if somebody doesn't just deal with exorcism, existentialism, if they don't just deal with that stuff regularly, it's going to be even harder to deal with, right? And so if someone is dealing with it, alfalfa much, dealing with it regularly, then, and it's still hard, then you know it's real as fuck. So Cancer season is supposed to be showing us, I'm sorry, I don't even think there's anything we can do about it. I know, right? Misspoke. It's not even lagging on my end. It's representing the disjointedness of nature right now. So last Leo season is when everybody's manifesting and building the life they wanted and making requests and making their wishes. It is Twitch's problem. Amen. And now this Cancer season is showing us what everyone was wishing for last Leo season. And Leo season is when we get what we get. Here's the thing. If all you did last Leo season was talk shit on someone else and talk down to someone else and want someone else to suffer and want them to fall and want them to crumble, listen, if they deserve it, that's what's going to happen. If you had a good reason for that, if you said this person really hurt me, they were abusive to me, they were wrong, they were mean, they deserve this, yeah, more than I do, then by all means, that's what's going to happen. But if you were just like, I don't like this person and they never did anything to me, but I want them to suffer anyways, be careful what you said about them. So I'm just saying, if y'all feel attacked spiritually, physically, it's because somebody wanted you to feel that way. That's what I've been getting at this whole night, where I'm like, oh, okay, so it's glitching. Nice. So we're glitching, and so we're seeing weirdos coming out here. We're seeing the screen names popping up every night and, you know, getting trolled, people turning against me that have been day one ride or dies. Okay. Fucking fine by me, bro. What the fuck? Literally, like, what? Okay, make those decisions. By all means. But now I can see it. Who had good intentions and who had bad intentions and who did what and who was where and when and how. So, gotta stay in flow. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep being who I am. And I guess they do too. Some people have to be bullies. Somebody's gotta play the villain. Somebody's gotta show us, like, why idleness is evil. Why boredom is bad, right? So you sit around being so bored. But I'm trying to double up, level up, go up. Everything is up, okay? So, yes, you already know. You belong here, you know? So, it is about that time that people decided, I'm going to step up and rise to this occasion. I'm going to take the low road and get even worse. Or I'm going to sit this one out and wait for my turn. But you need to decide, and you need to decide quick. Because if you think back to Leo season last year and you're like, oh no, okay, yeah, I see what's happening. I should really sit my ass down and rethink some things. Right? Okay. And I'm rethinking it, even though my manifestations were positive and were everyone for the best, and I put in the work and I was doing it. So we'll see, because right now I don't feel it. Right now I'm feeling, I gotta rethink some things and even though internally I've been so confident in this for months now. maybe years. And I'm like, no, that's definitely what's happening. Spirit's telling me that's what's happening, so I know that's what's happening. But on the outside, it's not at all what's happening. We'll wait. Leo season. We'll wait. Yes, that's what I'm saying, because we can see it. It's like, I was watching one of my favorite YouTube readers today. She was saying spiritual warfare. You have to know it's there in order to fight it. But it's true. They're testing us, because the thing is, and it's not just us, it's everyone, but we're, the interpreters. Because the thing is, a lot of people get into it for the wrong reasons. They get into it for money. They get into it because it's easy. They get into it because it's trending. They get into it because they can. And so God, or the universe, or whoever, source, is testing these readers and these spiritual people, shaking them out. Some people are going to be freaked the fuck out by it and say, oh, this is not for me. No. And some people will say, no, I got this. Yeah, I'm scared right now, but I'm going to keep going. That's where I'm at. Not scared as much as confused. I feel more confused. I've been scared and kept going. Right? 4 years ago, as I read from that notebook, I was really scared during that crisis. Was like this. I was scared, but I kept going. The one before that, I was so scared I stopped. But stopping didn't help. Nothing else replaced the job, replaced the work. There was nothing I could do in place of this. I tried. For the people who criticize me getting bullied for the stuff that I do, just know that I've been harassed and bullied at every job and everywhere I've been. So, what is it that I'm doing now that's any different? Except everything that I do. Okay. Are you serious, or are you mocking me? I'm confused. What do those things have to do with each other? I don't get it. Oh, good. What's your website? I'm confused. That's why I was like, I was just confused, because you said you weren't very spiritual, I thought. Maybe that was somebody else. Anyways, bro, I can hear you. And I'm not talking to Kumar, okay? And yet you're still watching, and yet you're still addicted, and yet you're still thinking about me, even though you don't want to talk to me, even though you want to tell all your friends you hate my guts, and I'm so crazy, and da-da-da-da-da. So why are you on here every fucking night, bro? Why are you on here every fucking night? Okay, anyways, that is beside the point. Okay. The thing is, I didn't start here. I didn't start on Twitch. Like, that's what I've been saying. Oh, I do that sometimes. But there is no perfect prediction. I call it foresight. I don't even call it predicting the future. Sometimes I'll joke about fortune telling, because you could tell somebody a fortune and not guarantee it's going to come true, you know? I call it foresight, or foresight, really, foreshadowing, but foresight. Because I can see possible outcomes, possible realities, possible futures, but there's no guarantee. You're basically rolling a dice with every decision you make, or you have multiple roads you can walk down, and you're always going to choose the one that's meant for you. You know. So a lot of people get into it for the wrong reasons. And just because I was writing like, oh, tarot is lucrative and makes me money, that's not why I started tarot. That stuff is just true. It's high paying. Why do I have to Google it and you're not gonna link it? Why do I feel like you're trolling me, dude? I don't know. Because I'm sketched out now. Because this is what they want. They want me to feel insecure. They want me to sit here and say the wrong thing. They want to be able to make fun of me. They want to come back and be like, oh my god, she literally thinks okay, and I'm not smart. I'm not hot. I'm not talented. I'm not good on stream. I'm not a good public speaker. I'm not good at interpreting things. I'm not good at helping people understand what they need to understand, what they need to know about themselves. I'm not good at tarot. I'm not good at art. I'm not good at writing. That's so funny. What are you making fun of me for? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, no, you're fine. I forgot about that being a thing for most Twitch. Oh, see, okay. This is interesting. This is pretty cool. This isn't what yeah, the way you were talking about it, I thought you were trying to allude to some way different stuff. This is pretty cool. Wow. This looks like 5 years of work. I hope you're not some really sketchy person. Maybe this is why I shouldn't allow links. It looks legit as fuck, bro. .app and everything. Is this an app? Do you have an app for this? This is so cool. I have my stuff on mute right now, but yeah. Cool. I have an Android, I think. I'll look into it. Should probably figure out who the fuck you are before I just go download your apps or whatever, because you're literally somebody I've talked to on the internet for like 5 minutes. But again, I try to trust as much as possible, and that's the thing. People hear me say stuff like that, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna lie to her, and I'm gonna get her to trust me, even though I have bad intentions, and da-da-da-da-da. Listen, if you want to go down that road, you go the fuck down that road. When I tell you, you should definitely just be honest in return. Whew. Oh, I love that. That's good. That's good. That's good. I love it. So maybe I shouldn't read this book because people are unworthy of love, or maybe because people are so unloving. It's all the more reason to read the book. It's hard for me to make these decisions. And sometimes it just hurts, you know? What are you going to do, though? I'm not going to do much. That's been my point since day one. I'm not going to do much. I'm going to let God handle it. I'm going to let karma handle it. I'm going to accept what's mine. I'm going to accept what's due. And I'm going to hope for the best for all of you, and me included. Best I can do, because I know how awful I've been. And just because I can admit that doesn't mean anyone else was better than me that whole time. It just means you were equally bad and you're not recognizing it still. And I have, so. And that's not for everyone. It's not across the board. I'm just saying very specific energies lately. I actually have been lately too. I was saying that on stream the other night. See, sometimes the stuff you say, I'm like, is this like connection, coincidence, or trolling? Now I can't trust anyone. Cool, thanks everybody for giving me such bad trust issues. Jesus fucking Christ. Was I so untrustworthy to you? I don't know, dude. I don't know anymore. Sometimes you get sick of trying to figure it out, all the lessons. Where you want to just take nothing like everybody else and not learn shit and never change and just be stuck in your old toxic ways. It's very tempting. It's very tempting to give this all up and say, yeah, fuck it. I could just go back to being a drunk and fucking whoever I want and getting into bar fights and getting fucking kicked out of places and being hated by people but encouraged by other people to be a toxic ass person. Yeah, if you want me to go back to that, by all means, let me. Yeah, let's do that. Let me just go get a job in a bar because it's always been so fucking healthy, right? Like, the audacity people have, man, is crazy. Crazy. Yeah. It just don't stop. It's like somebody was just wishing it upon me to experience it like this. Like, I hope she stays paranoid and I hope she's never confident in herself. I hope she never succeeds, blah, 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 blah. Someone was angry with me last summer. I don't even know who it was. So many people. And I'd get mad and all I would say is, I need to leave. I need to remove myself. I need to get the fuck out of here. I'm unhappy here. I need to make changes. I need to make sure I'm not here at this time next year. Like, I wasn't wishing, oh, I hope this bitch goes through all this stuff and she loses her everything. No. The fuck? You live your life. I don't give a fuck. I just need to get away from it. People think I was cursing them and wishing ill upon them and going to war with them and I was their frenemy and shit. Like, damn, no, I was telling the truth the whole time. Were you lying? That's so weird. I was telling the truth the whole time. Were you lying? I'm not allowed to lie. Do you still stream? You stream? That's awesome. I followed you. I try to follow all the streamers that follow me. I don't follow everyone because it's just like I can't just follow every rando with like an anonymous account. It's too much. But if somebody streams, I try to support their stream as much as I'm supported. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I've always been like that. I've always been real mutual in my support. But some people just don't want to support me because they don't like what I do. But they don't really make it clear what it is that I do that they don't like. They just say they don't like it or they're not into it or, you know, and they don't say why or explain it or say it makes me not like you. They just say, oh, I don't like that. Okay, well, what do you want me to do about it? And I'm not going to change it. You're not even telling me what you don't like. What the fuck? What the fuck? What in the fucking Jonah hell is wrong with you people? What in the goddamn fucking Jonah hell is wrong with y'all? We got 10 minutes till we need to roll the ads. We got this book to be read. I finally finished the last few pages and I think it's very beautiful and I think it should be read in full. What do y'all think? You want to hear it or no? You want to hear the whole thing, the whole story? It's adorable. It's literally beautiful. It's literally one of the best things I ever wrote. It reminds me so much of Be Here Now. It's so Ram Dass, only it's better because it's from a woman's perspective. And I stand by that. And I'm not saying that on everything. I'm saying that specifically about spirituality because it's been such a male-dominated industry. Name one spiritual woman. Don't say Mother Teresa because that bitch was not a saint. She was actually really quite evil. And she was not good to those kids. She was not a good person. Go look into the actual Mother Teresa. She was just as bad as a lot of the crooked Christian Catholics. Like, no. She does not count. Pick again. Not since the saints. Has there been and that's like Christianity. I'm talking like spiritual, like Alan Watts, Ram Dass, anybody. I don't even know. You know, like even if you want to stick with psychedelics like Terence McKenna crowd. name one woman. Modern day, the only one I could think of is Abraham Hicks, and she channels a man and goes by a man's name, so she's still not even giving herself credit as a woman. That's crazy. You cannot name one woman in the entire spiritual movement in the last century. And yes, I do. We've been reading Be Here Now. That's what this book is inspired by. I'll grab it when I get up. Or no, it's right here. You know this book? Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh no, why is the light gone? You okay? Are you okay, baby? Bubby. The light's gone. Yeah, sorry. Be Here Now? Baba Ram Dass? I just opened up to a random page, so I'll read this page. This is the page. I love myself. If I ever speak in accents, it's because I channel. So, like, sometimes I'll randomly just start speaking a certain way, and sometimes I'll pronounce words correctly, and people are always really thrown by that. But it's just because I channel stuff sometimes. Sometimes I channel my own ancestors, and then sometimes I channel, like, deceased people or other people's deceased people, you know. But yes, I'm American, but sometimes I talk very different. Sometimes I'll just talk really slow, too, so it's just naturally comes out with this circadians, but and this is a page of Be Here Now before we read mine. Thank you. Seems to be debatable these days. People really want me to think I'm ugly, but I don't. It took a long time to become beautiful, and it came from within, and it came from acceptance, and then all of a sudden I actually looked the part. And that was nice. And the funny thing is, you're still not finished. And as far as the Buddhist is concerned, you haven't even begun the trip. You're still hung up on form. Because he says, baby, it's all an illusion. No matter how groovy it gets, the physical plane is obviously an illusion, all a dream. You go to bed at night and dream. You notice about your dreams, they're very real, and yet they don't have any substance on the physical plane. That's the astral plane. You're dreaming on the astral plane. This is just an excerpt from Be Here Now. At the point of pure ideas, sometimes very high physicists or poets, I'm both, touch pure idea. Sometimes music, art, and a vase, a hieroglyph or something gets so essency you feel you are touching God. By being in connection with that piece of art, because it's a pure idea, it's the idea of vastness, it's casual plane, the mind at the casual plane created that base, that place of pure idea. This was the perfect page to read. It's the place where yin and yang manifests. It's the place where duality exists in the first place into form from the immanent duality in the unmanifest from the formless. You come into that place where there is energy becoming form. Nice. So you know about this book if you knew about all of them. You know that Hanuman Foundation publishes this and all the proceeds go to them, and you know, well, Ram Dass died, but he was only getting a very small percentage of this book since it was since 5 years after it was first published or something like that. So Jagat Gurudev Baba Neem Karol Mahara. Yeah, just opened up. This is who you were talking about. The disciple. Ram Dass was his disciple, yes. Yeah. You should get this book if you haven't read it already. I think God is real, but I think I have a vague definition of God. I think of God as like this sort of like neon noodle monster in the sky. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of not a. I identify as a Christian because I fuck with Jesus, but I don't really see God in a traditional Christian sense. I see God as the same as the universe or source or as this energy, you know. Although I do think they're all slightly different because source comes from within and God comes from without, you know. So I believe in God, but I use it very casually, very plainly, and it's more of a word and a resonance to me than a person or a figure or a father, right? So, okay. Um, I have 3 minutes. I have to roll ads. I can't do my screen change, so it just is gonna sit here. And when I come back, I'm gonna read this, so you can just stare at the cover while I'm gone. So I gotta take a piss, and then when I come back, we're gonna read. This is. So we've been reading Be Here Now on stream. I've never read it in full myself on my own time. I've just only been reading it out loud on stream. Oh yeah, I'm talking about some really deep stuff, LOL. But we are at the point where at the cookbook section, so it's very dense and there's like some yoga stuff to do, and we're just not going to read that right now. But I highly recommend getting it. But don't go looking for it. Don't order it. I got my copy. Like it's not a popular book, but that's why it's things where I've had a before. I traded a book for a book, and then I traded that singing bowl, and so I never know. And I never bought it, and just so I was like, you know what, meant to be. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was meant to be. So rolling the ads, lynching stops. I'll be back. Okay. More or less. I don't really know myself. I think it's I don't know. Good point. Maybe we should know. The ads are still rolling. Okay. Back, but not back yet. You know, gonna say that, and then I was, oh, I'm gonna sound so stupid. I do, and I almost said down. What is going on? Stream. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Okay. This just seems in the way. Okay. Forever Always by Illuminati Mystics. It's a. I use Chris for this glitching.